So I did the artwork. A designer that we have called Gary Stewart. He did the actual in-game interactive hookup. There are 4 material build-up types, so that the game looks a little bit more lived in and believable as you're kind of, moving around it. This can be artwork that displays on the characters or on the environment around you. But essentially, there's rain or snow, frost, or sand or rust. Rust only affects metal, as it should. You as the character, as you're running around, depending on the distance you've actually run, the stuff will build up on you. And similarly, if you walk outside when it's raining, you'll get rainy build up. You get rain spots and little rivulets and stuff. The frost is the same kind of deal. Dad Rider is dark armor. There are 3 sub-materials on that. There's carbon fiber, there is fabric, there is leather, and they're kind of very high detail materials controlled by black and white masks that the character guys author. But when I'm setting a shader up, that allows me to use that mask any way I like. You can see the carbon fiber, which is as close to the actual behavior of the material as I could get it underneath the N7. So that reacts to the light whenever you move underneath the light and stuff. There's the abs, which is the leather material I was talking about. Depending on the build-up, depending on the different weather, I can control how the weather builds up using those masks. So if it's rainy, all of that stuff that's waterproof, so the plastic, the metal and the leather and the glass, the rain will drip off it, but it will soak into the fabric and you won't get any running rain off the fabric. The frost will build up in that kind of powdery way on the fabric. You'll get that leafy shape frost on the metal and the carbon fiber, and you'll get kind of dusty frost on the plastics and the leather. So it does, and on the glass of the visor as well, you'll get that leafy frost. The lion's share of this is Herb Lewis and his team of character artists. They did pretty exceptional work on the sculpts and the stuff that you'll see in the game. It's very, very rich media. It's nice to work on artwork that's pretty awesome already. The same thing went into the Nomad as well, so the frost builds up on the glass in the same way, and it builds up on the metals in the same way. Joe Botardo was the character artist that actually built and textured the Nomad, and the Nomad itself was, it was again more rich content, and it does look great in the game, and people are going to have a lot of fun with it. The way that it's tinted and the areas of it that I was able to build in so that we can tint different areas of different colours for customization and all that kind of stuff. Converting it to bright gold chrome is relatively easy. It takes far more work on the design side to hook all of that shader functionality in than it does on the shader side. So the work might take me an hour, but then hooking the work up on the design side might take a decent wedge longer. We are none of us portfolio artists. It's all got to tie together. Any of the work that I do on the shader side, it's still got to be hooked up by, far smarter people. The gold should build sand up as well as you're driving around, and it gets dirty. So it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.